Greetings, my name is Joyce, and today we'll be looking at the lesson plan generator. Before we get going, I want to give a quick shout out to San Diego State University, who hosts and created the lesson plan generator, and without which it wouldn't exist. The lesson plan generator is a language content specific lesson plan generator. It uses wonderful tools and is an interesting database that is available to pretty much everyone and is used by a lot of language teachers around the United States. After signing into the lesson plan generator, you have a number of options here. Here on the left, you can create new content, either a unit or a standalone lesson plan, and it saves your unit and lesson plans, and you can share them, you can co-author them with other people that are on this, and it gives you your account and a message box here. So we're going to take a look at the standalone lesson plan first, and you can see this menu is a pretty basic drop-down boxes. They have a lot of things in here: lesson profile, objectives and standards, performance assessments, both formative and summative are in there, function structures, vocabulary and culture, which are important for language lessons, rubrics, activities, links to online resources, file attachments, image attachments, co-authors, and versioning. As we go through, we'll open these up and go into these a little bit more in detail. With a lesson profile, you stand alone, you name your lesson plan, and you have drop-down boxes for student level, anywhere from K through university and other if it's necessary. Many different languages that are taught in California. The teaching context when it comes in, different types of classroom management styles, different type of classrooms that are being used, traditional heritage, hybrid blended, immersion flipped, and online classes. And you can target your proficiency level that you're looking for and the duration of the lesson, which I found very interesting that you can have that there. So let's move down and keep going. In objectives and standards, you have your objective, put it in, and click on whether you want it to be interpretive, presentational, interpersonal, and the skill that's going to be practiced. You have your 5 world readiness standards that you can click on here. And then you have your Common Core standards for language. This is all very convenient for a teacher creating your lesson plan. You don't have to type these out. You don't have to copy paste them. All you have to do is click on the box and they will be added to your lesson plan. Here you have your performance tasks. You can have them for interpretive, presentational, interpersonal. Again, these are categories that are specific for language content areas. You also have the final project instructions. Function, structures, vocabulary, and culture. These are the 4 categories that most language lesson plans fall into. There are crossovers and things of that nature. And again, with rubrics here, you can create your own rubric with either interpretive, presentational, interpersonal, or using an outside rubric generator, you can take your file and you can upload it here. And here's where your heart of your meat and the heart of your lesson plan is in. This is a traditional format for most of your lesson planning from the beginning to the end of the lesson plan. And we move on to links to online resources. You give it a title, you can input the URL and go from there. Again, same thing with file attachments. Just add the file here and you can upload it and it'll be saved. Again, same thing with image attachments. Here with co-authors, you can add credit for your co-authors, and I believe if they're part of the learning plan generator, you can add them and tag them in here and go from there. Versioning is interesting. This is something that's done very often in the IT world. The version, you can put a description in what kind of changes you have. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cancel this lesson plan, so we can move on and go back to this. You can do the same kinds of things with a unit. The big difference here is that you can, after you have your standalone lesson plans, you can plug them in right into this box right here. You have your unit profile, same kind of drop-down menus, and you're able to submit this and publish it here, as well as to whomever might be your administrator or your direct supervisor. And that gives you a convenient place to put it. Not only is it a convenient place for you to put it, but if you cancel this here and we go to explore and search, you can see that many other teachers in many different languages have posted their unit and lesson plans, and we'll just pick one at random here. Let's take Clone from Mucho Gusto, Greetings and Introductions. And this is what a finished lesson plan looks like using the learning plan generator. Very nice format. You have the link to the YouTube policy here. There's even a place down at the bottom for me to add a comment to the author saying thank you or how did this work if I change this, maybe this, that kind of a thing. And go back to why this is called cloning. The You have the ability to take a lesson plan that's already been done and change it. So you can clone it and go ahead and make some small changes that'll work for your particular situation. Here, Rebecca Dominguez has of Portland, Oregon, has created a clone of this individual's Prof 0777 SOAR, their original work, and I can go to their profile right here. You can see where their work. Prof is from Fuller, California. Let me go back here. You can also see the original lesson plan. This is a wonderful open source type of activity for everyone to use and will definitely make things simpler for lesson planning for language teachers. On the homepage, again, you can see that there's new ones put in, and these are exemplary lesson plans that lots of people have used. It's a wonderful tool. I totally recommend using it if you are a language planning or a language content teacher. If you are not a language lesson planning teacher, this tool really isn't for you. However, there are plenty of them out there. Thank you very much for watching my video today, and have a good one.